Yeah, it adds up. Man, it. I love everything that we're all saying because again, it equates back to the topic that I'm talking about today. But again, it's going back to realizing that each of our walks are going to be different. However, at the same time, they're similar. That's the beauty of this fitness journey. We all can relate, yet we all are different. That's a beautiful part about it. All right, bro. I know we haven't done our check-in yet, so I don't know your fitness goals for this past week or month, but definitely, let us in on it, man, a little bit. What were some of your goals this past week or even this past month? And then, did you hit those goals or not?
I can actually say what's crazy about it is that I did hit my goals. The funny thing is,
Nice.
like, I did it this past week without even trying,
Wow.
because I was in that process of moving. Remember, this is my
Yeah.
first time.
Mm-hmm.
It's been, I think, a week now since I've been in the new place.
Mm-hmm.
And then when that 4 or 5 days in there before that last week, like, I really wasn't, my fitness wasn't the priority because I
Yeah.
had to get all my personal stuff straight first. And then what's so crazy about it is that I did hit my goal number of losing the 10 pounds in 2 months.
Nice.
And
Let's
in 2 months,
go.
and then I had literally hit that past Wednesday. And
Wow.
yeah, when I jumped on the scale, I thought it was going to be a little bit higher, but when it said 149, I was like,
Mhm.
holy shit, I did it
Let's
without even fucking
go.
trying. Yeah.
Wow.
But that's also from staying active and still
Mhm.
staying on the grind and stuff
Mhm.
like that, still keeping my eating in check. When Even though I did have that one bad meal, remember I told you I had that
Yeah.
bad meal because
Yep.
I was moving. I actually had fast
Mhm.
food for the first time in over a year and a half.
Yeah.
And it's like I like to stress to people, it's like, trust me, one bad meal is not going to make you or
Come
break you.
on.
You know what I
Come
mean?
on.
It's like you can still make reach goals even though you have a slip up. Don't let it
Come
destroy
on.
your mindset.
Yep.
Plus, too, everybody's not perfect. You know what I mean? Life
Exactly.
happens. Life
Exactly.
happens, and you just deal with it. And you just,
Mhm.
after you do it, accept it and move on and start getting right back
Mm.
on the ball. But other than that,
Yeah.
my goals were really in the gym were to start hitting my core a lot more heavier. And
Mm.
then I did it good for the first 2 weeks until I had that move, and then
Yeah.
of course I fell off.
Fell off. Yeah.
But back on the ball,
Let's
still
go.
going at it.
Let's
And
go.
I don't know where my next goal is going to be
Okay.
because I done hit where I want to be.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nice.
but it's like I still need to take a picture tomorrow morning and compare it to that picture I want to get to,
Mhm.
and just to see if I'm there. And if I'm there,
Mm.
I might just go ahead and just stay at maintenance, and
Wow.
just keep my calories the same and keep my protein intake the same, and just stay there for a while, and
Yeah.
take a break.
Yeah. Yeah. Take
It's
a
always
break.
good. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
always good to keep the foot on the gas, but then again, it's always good to have a break. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Let your It's like what we like to call a deload week.
D'Lo. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like in training. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? In training, you could get yourself exhausted, and then
Wow.
it's like
Mhm.
sometimes it's better to take a step back, and then
Mm.
don't go as heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then letting in my case, I'm letting my mind. I'm giving my mind a break because, like I said,
Mhm.
counting calories, all this stuff, it could get a little stressful after a while.
Man.
Uh, yeah, and then it's always good to take a break. And then, hey,
Mm.
after the breaks up, guess what? It's time to jump back on that ball.
Exactly. Man. That's you're hitting a lot of stuff that there's a lot of questions I want to ask in regards to that, and I want to make sure I ask you specifically. Going back to your moving, bro. First off, I'm sorry. Let's acknowledge Giselle. Giselle, man, how you doing?
Giselle!
Hey, she about to start dancing. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Love it.
She's about to start dancing, man. Look, how you doing? How you doing, Giselle?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Just catching up with the check-ins, from the past week, seeing how everybody did in terms of their goals. So we're coming to you next, but I already know it's gonna be discipline. I know. No.
Hey, Giselle!
Uh
I
oh.
miss talking to you. Wait, what? I miss talking to you. I miss talking to you too, girl. How are you? Good. No, we got double team Trey.
I was just about to say, y'all are bullies. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Doggone, but they're
my
bullies.
back. This girl has my back when it comes to your sleep.
Man.
She has my back.
Look, I'm in it. We ended the call early tonight, y'all. No, this is good. But no. Again, I'm so happy to have y'all. Marquita, again, she's from the public group, but she jumped in. Today's the last week of the month, in which I try to include the public group in on at least one of the calls. So again, thank you, Marquita, for showing up. Giselle, thank you too for showing up as well. All right, bro, you're killing it. You're killing it, man. I really enjoy hearing and listening to you, because again, I've known your journey, and we were talking about that picture. So in terms of your goal, right, you were talking about getting back to that picture that I always use.
Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
where I was gonna get to,
Gotcha.
because like I said, when I bulked up,
Mhm.
when I lean bulked up, they went away. My abs went away, and
Yeah.
they were still there. Don't get me wrong, they were still there,
Yeah.
but they were not popping away on that picture. Because like I
Yep.
look at that picture and I'm like, it's crazy. Because I look at that and I'm like, all right, that's goals. I got to get back there. And
Yeah.
I got to take a picture tomorrow, and I'm gonna compare it to see if I'm there or not. And then I'll make the decision where where I'm gonna lead to.
Nice,
Because
man.
I still have not changed anything from my dinner. Like I
Wow.
said, like I could drop calories even more if I wanted to, and then just
Mhm.
deduct one serving of rice, and then take out zero 0.5 of ounces of meat, and
Wow.
that'll be another 300 calories right there, and that'll be
Wow.
going another deficit. But I haven't touched my dinner yet.
Wow.
But like I said, that's just waiting. I'm gonna snap a pic tomorrow and see what I go from there.
Come on, man. Are you gonna share the picture with the group? You know?
Oh yeah, I can.
Hey, come on. I mean, I don't want the ladies to go crazy now, but I'm just saying. I don't look. We don't need to turn this into a dating group. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't want anything crazy going on. But again, I love seeing the progress. So again, I always try to encourage people to post, or whatnot. But again, let's hop over to Giselle. We want to know about your goals for the past week. Did you hit those goals? Well, what were those goals? And then did you hit those goals or did you not? And then why or why not?
Overall, the week's been pretty good.
Speaking.
So, what's it called? The week's been pretty good. One thing I did I actually did accomplish, but I was slacking on taking vitamins for a little bit.
Sorry,
and I didn't realize that.
Sorry, I missed the first part.
I think she may be on a call. Yeah, I think she's on my job call.
Can I continue?
Yeah, she probably muted it. She probably muted it. Yeah.
What was your name? Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I can mute her.
Okay. No, I just feel weird.
Yeah, I muted her. No, but she probably forgot. Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, what's it called? Yeah, I had realized that I wasn't really taking my vitamins as much. So this week I was taking my vitamins every single morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really proud of that, because I'm just really trying to take my vitamins more often because they're really important. So yeah.
That's good. What kind of vitamins are you taking? We want to know what's going on.
I posted them. I take a lot.
You do take a lot.
It?
Yeah, say it, because you take a lot. I'm interested in knowing. Yeah.
Yeah, I take a lot of vitamins. Elderberry, a woman's multivitamin. I take calcium, magnesium, zinc, D3, fish oil.
Wow, fish oil.
Yeah, fish oil.
What is that? What does that help with? What's fish oil? Yeah.
I believe it helps with. It has omega. I don't know, 3 or 6.
Omega 3. Oh, okay, 3. All right, say 3. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, it's really good for your brain.
For your brain. Wow.
It's like an old lady, Giselle.
Right, she got her Monday.
You take more vitamins than my grandma.
Oh, look, she got that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yes, the container.
Buy that, huh? And just post that. People are gonna be like, "What the hell?" I am a grandma.
Trey, you ain't right. Trey, you ain't right. He said the little container, and that's the first thing that popped in my head.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Trey cut his facial hair. Art cut his facial hair. He know he got one of them containers too.
Oh, yeah, nah. Hey, Marquita coming for y'all, man.
I love her.
I was just about to ask Giselle. Dang. Did you?
Wait, what?
I didn't know if you noticed something different about art, but she just kind of said it.
Oh yeah, I hadn't noticed it. Yeah.
Dang it. I was hoping, I was trying to see if she had noticed. Art looks like he's freaking 20.
I know. I was
You
like,
see this? Like, it's
Well,
crazy.
another reason why I did shave it because I was at a customer's house and then we were talking and they were like, man, what's your age? What you about like 45? And I'm like, hey, bro, it's like, man, don't put them 5 extra years on me like that, man, because I'm 40. And I
Yeah.
was like, don't put them 5 extra years on me. But like
Yeah.
the gray in my beard, like it's just bad. Like
It
if
looks
I
good,
don't
man. It looks good.
like if I let my hair grow, that's why I keep my hair short and that's why I always fade it. It's because of like if I
Mm.
let it grow, I'm talking about it's all gray.
It's
Like
great. Yeah.
I don't know. Like some people say it's that salt and pepper, you know what I'm saying, from the
Yeah. So
down south,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
Exactly. Yeah.
and then some people like try to like cheer me up, like nah, that's just that wisdom you
That
got.
wisdom.
And then we got some other people talking about, nah, he just been around the block.
You went from granddaddy to little brother real quick.
Yeah. So that's another main reason why I shake it.
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. This is just dope. I'm sorry, but back to grandma. What would you say, Giselle?
no, I am a grandma. I am a grandma. I go to bed
I'm
early.
like,
I do. No, I am a grandma, honestly. I really am.
Don't
I
mess with her Trey before we double team you.
oh, because we can
Forget
talk
about
about
her.
that.
Yeah, because I love Giselle, so you ain't gonna mess with her.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
Mhm.
not.
It was funny too, Giselle. I thought about you the other day because I met a female. She's into fitness. She's grinding,
Mm.
and the first thing she says is that I get my 8 hours of sleep, and nobody comes in there before that. I make sleep a priority. I was like, dang, take it easy. There is another Giselle out here. Yeah, I thought about that.
I love
I,
that. She's doing it
Yeah,
right. She's doing it right.
girl.
yeah, I thought about you. I was like, man, there's another Giselle out here. Wow.
Yeah. I
I love
love
that.
that. I love that. And the fact that you embrace it. You embrace that you are healthy. You embrace that you take your fitness seriously to the extent to where you said, I think you said you block people or you like mute them when you go to bed or something like that. Something you said. But well, okay. You go to bed. You go to bed at 8. You get 8 hours of sleep. Like you really take that stuff seriously
Yeah.
to the point to where you're taking vitamins too. You know, you're doing all these other things to make sure that you're at your top notch. I admire that. And for you to be a trainer, I think that I think that's a very like that's how you should be. You know, kind of like a pastor. Like you know, like a pastor. They need to know the word. They should be. You know, they shouldn't be like me where they sitting over here skipping weeks. I'm just saying, man. Literally, like, hey, I'm just saying. But Giselle, don't come for me later. Do not come for me later. She gonna come for me later and be like, Trey, I'm praying for you. But no, I'm just saying, like, you know, again, like, again, like to have that aspect of seriousness with your journey, I appreciate because you're a trainer, and I think that you really hold a specific type of idol in other people's eyes, like a inspiration in other people's eyes that, in a sense, they can look up to. Even me, I'll admit there's some moments in which I look up to you as well. You know, so just keep being you, keep being dope. I think it's an amazing thing that you're doing. And this is dope. But did you hit all your goals? I'm sorry, before I move on.
Yeah, it was pretty much that. But I just wanted to focus on that because I had noticed I was slacking.
Yeah.
But now I'm like more on top of it. So I'm just gonna try to maintain that because I really do want to take my vitamins like at least
Amazing.
5 days out of the week. At least five,
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
consistently.
I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, okay, before we get started on the topic, I want to ask anybody because I want to hit the people who may have to go a little bit earlier in a few minutes. Is there anybody that has to go in a few minutes? Or like, you know, you can't be on too long. So you kind of want me to hit you first with the questions. Is there anybody?
Me.
Okay. Marquita, Giselle, and I don't know if Larissa, do you have to dip soon? You're on mute. You're on mute. I'm sorry. I had to mute you because of the thing. I'm sorry. There you go.
It's like that now. I see how it is.
No, I didn't. No, it was not. No, I didn't. I knew you were going to say something.
Every time Giselle was saying something, you started talking on your phone.
Yeah.
Literally
It was
every
like,
single time.
we knew you were on a call. You were like, I didn't hear your name, and Giselle was like, hello. So yeah, like she was like Giselle Calderon, Giselle. No,
Oh
you're
god.
good. You're good. But yeah, Larissa, I wanted to know too if you had to leave early because I wanted to ask everyone questions, but I want to ask all the people who have to go first the questions first. So I think Marquita, Giselle, and then do you have to leave anytime soon, or are you good, or
Yeah, like in 20 minutes.
okay?
15.
So I'll ask you questions as well. Okay, all right, perfect. Let's start with Marquita, and then I'll head over to Giselle and then Larissa, and then Art and Shirley. Well, Shirley and then Art. Ladies first. All right. So with Marquita, with you. Now I know you said that you're not necessarily again like on your fitness journey, but you do still get your workouts in and you do still swim and go out, go outside and things of that nature as well. But the topic today I kind of wanted to kind of venture off into for each of you is centered around the saying by any means necessary. Do y'all kind of know what that means? That saying means it's like a Southern saying, but does anyone know what that y'all pretty much know what that means, right? By any means necessary?
Yeah. Getting it done no matter what,
Hey,
basically.
there you go. Getting it done no matter what. Exactly. That's
Busy
perfect.
day, long day, tired, you still got it done.
Exactly. That's my point exactly. And again, I would say this past week, even me myself included, there's been moments where I've really been challenged to actually get my fitness stuff in, even though I had things I was dealing with. Even though I had certain things. Again, Art, you're moving. He just gave us an emoji. Wait, what the heck is that? You just did that? I was like, oh, okay. I was like, what is that? But Art mentioned that he was literally moving and he still got it in. He fell off a little bit, but he got back up. Some more of you, mentioned how you all had kind of like a bump or whatnot in the road, but you still got it in. I came across a lot of people like that. And I know a lot of people, or the majority of the people I know, they say forget it. I'm not working out. I'm not, forget it. I'm too busy. I'll do it later. They'll put it off and they'll keep putting it off. But I really admire people like you all who are in the group who really take the time to go, I don't care what happens. I don't care. Some of y'all will probably even work out if somebody died right now that y'all loved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being honest. Is there anybody that would do
Take
that?
out some energy. Yeah, take out some energy, some anger. Yeah.
So you would do that if someone died right now in your family. You think you would still work out or hit the gym?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because man, they would know that I need to get my gains. You know what I mean? They would have been disrespectful. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can't disrespect them like that. They're like, man, don't worry about it, man. I know I'm laying down, but hey, go get your gains in, bro.
Hey, I respect it.
when my sister passed away in July, I went to the gym.
Wow. That is, but you're saying you go to the gym, or you would go to the gym because it's like a sense of relief.
Yeah, and then like that's where you can let go of some anger and stuff with the punching bag, with the battle rope, with
Wow.
the weight ball, through some slammings and some, get to throwing
Wow.
some stuff around basically.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, I'm surprised. Again, I don't know if I would do that, but again, hats off to people who have that level of discipline. And again, since we're on you, Marquita, then what does that phrase mean to you when it comes to your fitness journey? Like how far or how extreme is Marquita willing to go to make sure she gets it in? And why? And I also want to know why. Like, how far are you willing to go? Are you willing to cut people off, and are you willing to, in some sense, move? You said right now you're where there's not a gym. Are you willing to move to where there's a gym? Because you said working out in the gym is how you get it in. Like, how far are you willing to go, and why?
I mean, if I was able to just pick up and go and move somewhere closer to where a gym at, because there's not one where I'm at, I would. But then it comes back to me also. By any means, that means even if I'm not in the gym, I'm finding ways to still be. I can still find ways to work out, whether I'm at home, walking the trail, or something like that. So to me, by any means, if I can't go to the gym, which is what I love to do, I'm still figuring it out. Still, throwing weights around, still being active and stuff like that.
are you willing to remove yourself from anybody that's also trying to hinder you
Yeah.
from? She
Yeah.
said
You
that
know I'm
quick. You
good at
said that
cutting people.
quick. I
You
know.
know
I
I'm
know.
good at cutting people off. I do not care. Yeah.
I
If you,
love that.
especially if I'm like, so when I was first in my fitness journey and stuff like that, if you was one of them negative people or whatever, you gotta go. You gotta go. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. You just in my way. So yeah, I have cut people off before. Not just like friends that be like, oh, I want to go to the gym. I want to do this. I ain't cut them off. That's just your life. That's my life. You know, that's what it is. But if you just, oh, I don't see no difference. Oh, you going to the gym, look like a man. This, that's it. All right, you gotta stop talking to you for a little bit.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so you're willing to sever relationships, friendships. You're willing to, like you said, do whatever you got to do, either inside or outside of the house, or whatever you got to do to make it to get it in. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, why? Why are you to that extreme? What's the point? What's the reason?
Because that's something that I want to do for myself. So it's not something that I'm doing for somebody else. It's not something that I'm doing to make somebody else happy. It's something that I'm doing to make myself happy and that I want to do for myself. So if you can't be happy for that or if you can't help me with that, then just going on about your business and not going on about mine.
Yeah. I love that. I love it. I love it.
I feel like your fitness journey is your time to be selfish. It's your time to worry about yourself. It's your time to worry about what you like to look at in the mirror, how you feel. That's just your time to be selfish. And I haven't really been able, I have never really been selfish. So me going to the gym and stuff, that was my way of just being about me, you know. So you didn't like it, you got cut off.
Wow. So you see the extremity by what you just described. You're saying that you see that as a form of being selfish. You're saying that it's okay. Fitness is a time in which it's okay to be selfish and actually just focus on you, even to the point to where you're doing all those extreme things you just said.
Yes, it is okay to be selfish sometimes. And I feel like the gym is your fitness journey is your time to be selfish. Your time to get your body together, sometimes to get your brain and your mentality together. It's all about you at that moment.
I've never heard it put that way, but that's a very unique way of looking at it. Does anybody else agree with that? It being a time to be selfish?
Yeah, definitely. I will say this just in case if y'all ladies have to go and y'all don't get a chance to hear. In y'all journey where y'all at, y'all need to just focus in and lock in and cut people off if they get in your way of for y'all to reach these goals. These goals are important to y'all and important to me. Like with my goals, like I cut a lot of people off in my process of going because if they couldn't help me come up, they weren't worth my time or my attention. And trying to just like go back to last week, I think Larissa said it and Dion said it, like where people who are saying, "Oh, you look good the way you are," stuff like that. Scratch that. Scratch that. No, you know where you want to be. You know where you want to get to. Go out and get it by any means necessary. And if that means cutting people off, cut people off. If that means you got to get up an extra hours early just to hit the gym because your day schedule, go for it. You know what I mean? You got to put in that work. That's what makes to me, I think that's where you be successful in fitness.
Come on.
Because you're going out there and getting it by any means necessary. And that's just where I think where a lot of people succeed at, where they even cut people off to get there. And that's where that's the mentality you have to have just to get to your goals.
I feel like
no, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, please cut me off.
But I feel like if they're a real one, then they know what you're trying to do. And they will 100% support you, whether it's health, like your career, whatever you want to do in life. So I feel like if they're not a real one and they've always kind of like, kind of like put you in a box. And I only say this because when I lost weight, I lost friends.
Wow.
And that's why they weren't ride or die. They weren't my ride or die. My squad 100% has supported me in whatever I do. So I feel like even if you feel like, for instance, like Trey, when you said like if someone was in your family was to die, like would you still 100%.
Wow.
What is that going to change? Like they're still dead. Like,
Wow.
it's not like you're gonna be with them for like, you know, for 5 days straight. Like at some point you have to go home, like have a shower and things like that and get your mind right. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we make excuses. Oh,
Wow.
I can't do this because, you know, and I'm not there's no disrespect or anything like
Yeah.
that for, you know, people that are going through it and things like that. But for me, if I stop, my momentum stops. So when I stop for like ages. So
Wow.
that's why for me, like it's so personal and I'm so passionate about it because I'm literally fighting for my life. Like when I stop mentally, it takes me a while to go back. So for me, even if it's like for me, if it's like a shit workout, I still made it. I still put in the work. I still did like an hour and a half. Like
Facts.
it is what it is.
Wait, quick question. Where are you from? Your accent is hot.
We international, baby.
We international. Let's go.
Period. Good accent.
I love it. I love it. I was waiting for somebody to catch it. I know. I always tell her that. Yeah.
That's the I see.
I see. Exactly.
And yes, and Larissa, the part you said about when you were heavier and you started losing weight, you lose friends. That is so true. Because like when you're heavier, you have friends that you probably don't even know. They invite you outside because you're the heavier friend, so they think you're making them look good because you're the heavier friend and they the more smaller friend. So they think they get more attention and stuff like that. So now you done lost weight and you matching their energy. Now it's all I can't. She can't go out with us no more. She ain't making us look good. She the one that's looking good. So that's so true when it comes to some friends. They only want you around because you make their image look good when y'all outside.
Wow.
Dang, that's how y'all females be.
Right.
That's some girls. Women can be petty. Art. Women can be petty.
I see.
Yeah, they will act like that heavy set friend that's like that they think is not on their level as them or whatever like that. But when they take pictures and stuff, they be the main one looking good in the picture. But now that heavy set friend weigh the same much you weigh and dressing nice and stuff too. Now it's like, oh, you jealous? That's why that person ain't getting invited outside anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, that person ain't getting invited no more because now they went from not getting no attention to getting some attention.
Yeah, and then Larissa also had a good point on us about the momentum. Like the momentum will stop. Yeah, definitely, man. In this journey, don't ever take the foot off the gas. You know what I mean? Just like how you said that is when you said about the momentum, that is so true because what helped me through my journey is that I was always 100, you know what I mean? No matter what, through my calories, through everything, I always kept it 100, everything on the scale. It's like, I noticed when I did this very first in my journey where I slacked off like a couple of days. And then I noticed that it was hard for me to pick it back up. So right then and there, I knew I'm never taking the foot off the gas.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't ever take the foot off the gas because that momentum thing is real. It is real.
I'm loving this. And I want to, again, Shirley and Giselle, y'all look quiet, so I'm gonna bring y'all in a little bit. But I want to kind of like speak on what I know from both of y'all personally. Shirley, you stated how you get 15 minutes of cardio in. Again, you're hitting your goals, 45 minutes of cardio a day. You spoke on how you're hitting 15 before work. You're hitting 30 minutes after. You get what I'm saying? So even though you're working, and I've known you even, again, before I even started my groups, we used to train together, and you would tell me how you would walk around your job. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said I do a lot of walking at work.
Exactly. So you getting it in even when you working, like by any means necessary. You get what I'm saying? Like it's truly that momentum. Going back to what you just said, Art, and Larissa, what you initiated. The momentum, the minute you stop, the minute you go, I can't do it right now, or I can't get it done, is probably the moment it will never get done. Probably you can probably argue that, but I've seen it, Shirley, with you when you step on that gas pedal, and again, you drinking freaking 6 bottles of water a day now, and you that's that momentum. That's why I told her to join the group, whether it was the public or the private. You need to get around people that's going to keep you in that momentum. that's gonna be saying things like Art, Giselle, Marquita, Larissa are saying right here, because these groups they're like a momentum. You know, I get off of here, I'm like, man, I can't eat no Skittles today. You know, like I get off here, I'm like, man, I can't. You know, like you know how you go to church on Sunday. You know, all week you probably been sinning, and then you go to church on Sunday. It's like, oh, no Nicki Minaj did today, Giselle. You know, no, she
Or
ain't
when
listen.
people, or when